it's fun.
Okay.
Oh. Whoa, see? That's what I meant. And I guess that is also the cue that the recording is looking okay-ish now. So, welcome to the first match of right mouse button versus Questionmark. And it's gonna be best out of 3, and it's gonna be a third round game, so decider who's gonna go on to the quarterfinals of this tournament. And we're just loading in, and we're gonna go to the picks now. And hi, Exeter, as my co-caster.
Hi.
So, yeah.
And I hope we will have 3 nice matches.
I hope so too. I hope so too. Or at least, if it has to be 2 matches, then at least pretty even 2 matches.
Yeah. And yeah, bans going up already. Standard bans, Invoker, Chen, Dogs here. Don't have to say too much about that, I believe.
Nope. Also is, by the way, Questionmark on the Dire and right mouse button on the Radiant.
Yeah.
So Radiant got first pick.
Mm-hmm.
It's also quite interesting to see if the first pick side is actually thinking about their picks, their first or their bans, knowing that they can first pick and actually get something out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
they might get the Furion actually.
Yeah,
if the Dire don't
it's not a ban you see too often. In the first round at least.
Nope.
So yeah, no. Okay, we see Venomancer banned.
And there's Nature's Prophet. That means that Windrunner still there, Enchantress still there, but Shadow Shaman, of course, how could I forget? But yeah, Venomancer ban. That you don't see that a lot, even though he's picked all the time. That's true, but he's not banned all the time.
No, that's true. Yeah, they probably don't want this heavy supporter with also some nice damage skills. So, but I don't know if it's trading a Shadow Shaman for Venomancer. For Furion, excuse me. I don't. Venomancer for Furion, that's what I mean. I don't know if that's the right choice.
Well, depends if they want to go heavy push, maybe. So far they can still do that, the Dire, that is. Even though there's Nature's Prophet who will also push, but yeah. The Radiant don't really know what to go for.
No,
this is they had a Prophet probably just because they could, which is, you know, almost always a good call, but if you don't know what your strategy is going to be around that, that's quite tricky.
Yeah, but I mean, you can almost build any strategy around the Prophet because he's very versatile. And yeah, we see heavy teamfight ended.
Yeah, 2 strength heroes. They're gonna go for the tanky setup. I like Tidehunter though, I have to say, and if Pudge is played correctly, he's so fun to watch if he lands his hooks, and yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we saw a match I think yesterday with Pudge versus Shadow Shaman in the middle, which was totally bad for the Shadow Shaman. So I'm wondering if that's gonna happen again, or if Shadow Shaman is gonna go mid versus Pudge, and if it's gonna end up differently than last time.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Shadow Shaman is not that bad against Pudge. He can't really kill him, but he should be able to stand his ground in the middle lane at least. So yeah, it probably just didn't work out so well yesterday for the Shadow Shaman, and the Pudge had support in the middle lane. But
Crystal Maiden was there. True story.
So that was a huge factor as well, the slow and the frostbite.
Yep. The Dire, I think they're realizing. Oh, they're not. Never mind. Well, they have a bit of a heal now, and they can you know, get extra push. It's just extra push again.
Yeah, we're looking at a heavy or rather good push lineup for the Dire right now. The Windrunner, not a great pusher, but with his power shot or her power shot, she's okay as well, pushing.
Yep.
So yeah.
We might see a Shrek band in that case. Even though I don't really know if it will fit up that well in the Dire's lineup, but it's always a good pusher, so they might think about that one.
Not in the Dire lineup, but maybe for the Radiant, because he's also quite okay at counter pushing with all this AoE damage. So he might fit to the Radiant, but yeah. I don't know, they don't
They
really
ban Lifestealer, Which is a good counter to Pudge, so I guess a good call.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know if you really want to counter a Pudge. I mean, he
Well,
can just go around and gank low HP heroes. So.
Lifestealer will own Pudge. So
that's
they
true,
might be wanting to use their Pudge as a carry even more, so than he already is, and
well,
so they
he's
don't
not.
want to counter for him
Yeah.
because the Dire at the moment is only squishy heroes. I mean, one hook and they're all half life or less.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
They ban out Tiny. I wonder why, because I don't think the Radiant would have gone for Tiny.
No, probably not, because the Radiant, they need a heavy supporter or ranged supporter like a Crystal Maiden or Vengeful Spirit, in my opinion, and something else, either
A
some more pushing
ranged
power
damage dealer, I guess.
or a carry, yes, because
Yeah.
they don't really have a carry. Well, I mean, Patch is not a carry; he's a ganker.
Yeah, he needs to
And
earn that, or own that early game, I should say. So, oh, let's Shrek band. Oh, got it. Ah. Sorry.
yeah, true. Lashrak band, and yeah, the last band from the Dire. They also need. I mean, okay, if they want to end this mid game to early to mid game, then they don't want a carries, but some more pushing power like an Enigma maybe, and yeah, the Eventual Spirit ban. Yeah, maybe we're looking at Enigma here.
Yeah, and Vengeful Spirit band is Mirana. It's always nice. But the Vengeful Spirit band is as you said, the Radiant don't have that heavy support yet, and Vengeful would have fit into their lineup quite perfectly.
So there's still the Crystal Maiden if they want this heavy supporter. Mirana, yeah, well, a good pick. They kind of a semi-hard carry, I would say.
Yeah, damage, nice stun.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a solid pick in their lineup, to be fair. Even though I still don't know what the Dire is gonna go for, because I still think they're way too squishy for the Radiant at the moment, and they need something strengthy. They need maybe a Sand King. I think everybody needs a Sand King all the time, but
yes,
you know.
And the Sand King is not the strength hero with the highest HP.
That's true. He is kind of squishy a little bit.
Yeah, he's fishy as well. So, and easy to kill with a patch and the hook out of the sandstorm. So yeah.
Were you saying that the Dire was gonna go for an Enigma maybe, or were you aiming that for the Radiant?
Yeah, the Dire, because if they want to really push hardcore, then the Enigma might be the way to go. But yeah, right now they're not sure what they want to go.
No, and I think the Enigma in the lineup, it's another well, he's also a bit squishy.
Yeah, sure. He's not. They won't win it. Or right now they won't win it early to mid game. They have to win it early to mid game. They won't win it late game. That's it. So I don't know. They either have to pick up another hard carry to drag it to late game and just get some income by pushing those towers with those great pushers.
Yeah.
Or they have to just go all in.
Or they're gonna random in 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's an option as well.
Good, solid. And Radiant already knew that they were gonna go for the Crystal Maiden. They had plenty of time to discuss that though. Earthshaker is a good pick.
Yeah, and they didn't give the Dire any time to discuss their last pick now, so they only have half a minute left. And Earthshaker, yeah, he's okay. I don't know.
Oh, I want to go for a Dazzle on the Dire.
The Dazzle?
Yeah.
Okay, then they really have to end this as early as possible.
Really?
Sure, they
never mind. It's a Storm Spirit. It's a panda. Yay!
It's not a panda.
With a mustache and a beard.
Guy.
He doesn't even sound Mexican. And he did no, I don't think yeah, panda.
He doesn't even look panda.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong. He does.
No, he's a guy.
No, I still.
Guy.
Look at his nose. It's a panda nose. Okay, you have to remove the mustache from his view, and then you can see clearly that's a panda.
That's a guy. Okay.
I will probably always
agree that we disagree.
We'll probably we disagree. We have an instant pause from Questionmark. Shall I go over the Radiant or the Dire right mouse? I'll go over the right mouse button.
Okay.
We have Watcher 6 on the support role of a Crystal Maiden. We have Igor on the Tidehunter, and Vlado on the Mirana, and Farb on a Nature's Prophet, and Pudge is being played by Baleem. Baleem. That's right. And
Yeah.
I'm calling the lanes. Pudge is gonna go mid. Furion is gonna have. He's gonna go forest. There's gonna be a solo top lane for Mirana, and Crystal Maiden and Tidehunter is gonna go bottom. And otherwise, Furion is gonna go solo top, and the rest is gonna go tri lane bottom. That's probably better.
I would vote on the second option.
Yeah, that's probably better. Go ahead for the Dire.
Yeah, for the Dire we have Aliat Smith on the Windrunner. We have Samo on the Enchantress. We have Rainbow Warrior on the Earthshaker. Russians are good people. He's playing the Storm Spirit. And last but not least, we have Bip on the Shadow Shaman, who's probably gonna go side lane solo, I would suppose, with the Storm Spirit and solo mid. And then it's quite tricky, yeah.
Is she gonna go forest? Is Enchantress gonna go forest, do you think?
Yeah, but then, yeah, she can, yeah, or she should. But then we have a dual lane with Windrunner and Earthshaker, and
well, to be fair, there is no hard support on the Dire side, so maybe the Shadow Shaman is gonna support, and it's gonna be a lane with the Earthshaker and solo bottom for Windrunner.
But who is the Shadow Shaman going to support? Because the
Earthshaker for the farm.
He's not a hero that needs so much farm, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. It's a strange lineup, I think.
It is.
At least for the laning, I can see they want some team fight. They want heavy pushing power and the Storm Spirit who can dominate the mid game if he gets some farm. But yeah,
Storm Spirit versus the Pudge.
Yeah, he as soon as he gets level 6, he's completely fine.
Yeah, but he has to get level 6 first, and the hook is already up way earlier. This is a long pause, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty long. Let's just.
I guess someone of the Dire is AFK.
Yeah, let's just ask, because yeah, it's getting pretty long.
Oh, the Dire don't even know that. Okay, so that's fair enough. Okay.
What sorcery?
We have already 2 goes from the Dire. There we go. And now we're gonna see how our laning prophecies are gonna work out. And it looks like the Radiant are first to move out of the base. We see a Shadow Shaman going towards middle. That means a solo lane for the Storm Spirit? Maybe? Pudge is gonna go middle. And Furion seems to be going to the forest. Or is gonna try lane, but that doesn't seem like... Never mind, there's no top lane at the moment, which is kinda odd. And we see Enchantress going into the forest. Or thinking about going to the forest. With Storm Spirit and Earthshaker on the lane. And Windrunner solo bottom.
I think it's a huge mistake to do that, because if they want the Storm to have a good mid game, he needs those levels. He really needs those levels and that fast. And with the Shaker, yeah, he will be late in that.
Look at the Crystal Maiden being bait. Or he was earlier.
There is nobody to bait
on
the bottom lane there. And Furion will probably just teleport and will go top lane, I guess.
Yeah, he's not skilled yet, so that means that he's either gonna wait until, you know, they can get someone out. If he's able to get a kill with that Sprout, he'll probably go for it. But if he's not, then yeah, there we go, teleport. Didn't mention. It was pretty wise by the Dire. They played quite safe. They don't want to get caught out. They don't want to gank themselves, just for the risk of you know, someone dying. And they just walk with their creeps.
And except for the Crystal Maiden, it's quite hard to bring any of the Radiant down. The Pudge and the Tidehunter have so much HP.
Very true.
From the beginning, when we run so leap. And yeah, okay, the Furion, he can be brought down as well. But
Crystal Maiden got a double damage rune. And we're gonna see how that's gonna work out for her. If they're gonna get a kill on the Windrunner, is the Gush gonna go off, or would that be too early?
She already has Windrunner, so she should be fine.
Yeah, there's just some harassment chasing from them. We see wards going up for the Dire toward the rune spot on the top. Only ward for the Radiant so far is on the lane. To check if there's any support incoming. Still a double damage from Crystal Maiden. I wonder if she's... Yeah, she's just gonna harass. Okay. Wow, Shadow Shaman is already without mana. I wonder if it was worth it.
I don't think so,
He's
considering the patch hasn't used any consumables yet, so...
Yeah, and there's 3 creep kills for... Maybe he used them for the creep kills. He also shackled. Or he has skilled a shackle. It makes me think that he might have already used his shackle. Maybe.
Well, that's a normal skill actually, to skill the shackles at first skill and then go for
yeah,
the
I know, but
next.
but since he's so low on mana, maybe he already tried to do something with it.
Yeah, that's true, but whom should... Because this patch hasn't lost anything yet, and the hook in the middle lane. Punch going for the Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman is gonna go, is in deep trouble. He's actually gonna go down because of this. No, he's not. He's able to pop himself and is on the retreat. And there's a donkey bringing him his bottle, so I guess it's nice and early bottle.
And that was pretty close. Patch, very nice hook and some nice rot in there.
Yeah.
But a bit slow.
I think Shadow Shaman is gonna be more tricky. You see him evading, or you see him keeping creeps between him and Pudge now. So
Yeah,
I wonder if Pudge is gonna be able to catch him out again. Ooh, Crystal for Windrunner in trouble, being caught up by the Crystal Maiden who used their oh, what was that?
Hmm?
The arrow from Mirana went on her, but it just disappeared right before it hit Windrunner. Otherwise, that would have been first blood.
Oh, okay, there. Then she was just lucky.
Yeah, there's a smoke up on a creep Ursa warrior and Enchantress and an Earthshaker, and they're gonna try to catch out Pudge. No, they're not. Never mind. We saw the drawing on the minimap earlier. They're gonna try to catch out the Furion, and I think they have a pretty good chance. There they are. There comes the Ursa clapped. He's slowed. He has no chance. Enchantress gets a kill.
And they don't even need the Earthshaker to use his Wizard there.
Nope.
So.
Nope. It was just Enchantress would have been enough. The good thing about Prophet is that he has skilled his teleport, so he won't miss out on a lot of HP, but he will be hesitant to teleport back into, even though the tower is there. This is a quite early push in the tower.
Yeah.
Oh, Windrunner was in trouble. Furion teleported to the top lane, bottom lane. Sorry. There's now 4 of the Radiant there. How about Pudge is still fighting in the middle?
Yeah, and the tier 1 tower on the top lane goes down pretty fast. It already lost half of the HP, so yeah, the Furion just sacrifice, or yeah, they seem to just want to sacrifice it and push on the bottom lane for that.
Yep, and it's a quite heavy push, or at least, yeah, there it is. Definitely is. Windrunner doesn't want to get close. Harassment movement from Tidehunter and Crystal Maiden to make sure she stays away, and she probably is gonna, because that would be her death if she doesn't. One well hit arrow from Mirana will kill her. Pudge is looking for a rune, but it's on the bottom lane, so he's not gonna get that. Wondering if Shadow Shaman actually has a haste rune, which he activates.
On the bottom lane is going down very fast.
Oh yeah, she got caught out.
Freeze and Mirana.
What was she doing there? There were still 4. She should have seen that.
Yeah, she attacked the Tidehunter for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, so if the Windrunner wouldn't have overextended there, then it would have been a much better trade for the Dire. But now the Radiant, I think they got the better of all of that.
Well, it should be quite the same, shouldn't it? Because of the first blood was hit. Actually, the Dire are quite a bit of gold advantage. That's gonna be because of the creep kills. That's gotta be because of the creep kills.
And you also have to be aware that the Windrunner was staying on the bottom lane, so they were 4 pushing on the bottom lane and only 3 pushing on the top lane. So yeah, the Dire got the better of that if the Windrunner wouldn't have died. Yeah,
and the Dire had free farm that time, of course. Yeah, definitely true.
Yeah, but now the Windrunner might be in trouble again. 2 smoked up heroes, the Tide and the Crystal
Yeah, but from behind there's also Enchantress and Shadow Shaman going towards there.
Actually, she's in trouble now.
Yeah, there is an invisibility ward, and where did Shadow Shaman go? Enchantress is not going to be able to survive this. She gets killed off by the Pudge, and Crystal Maiden actually died to the Shadow Shaman. But there is the rest of the team. Nice ward trap on the Mirana who just blinks away. There's a last right click on the Earthshaker. No, he doesn't. He gets away. Prophet might be in trouble just from right click damage from the Shadow Shaman, and he is. He does go down.
Double kill for the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, that was a good fight for the Dire.
This bottle is coming back full, filled, and very nice for the.
I'm not sure about the wards though, but I guess it was okay-ish.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have killed the Fury, so it was okay. And the Mirana had to leap out as well. So yeah, it was quite okay.
And a very nice escape from Rainbow Warrior on his Earthshaker, enabled by Bibip, of course. And a shackle shot. Not shot, just the shackle, no shot.
And now
we might. Well, we see a lot of blinking going on from the Radiant. There was an arrow which missed on them, well, barely. There's they want to kill badly, and they get actually the hook on the Shadow Shaman, who's gonna get frozen, and is still gonna go down, even though he does try to do a little bit of damage on them both, but is not able to get the kill. Furion was actually there for support, just in case. They want this middle tower. Looks like they're gonna go pushing, and Earthshaker and Enchantress are on their way to stop the pushing. Well, if they can, they can.
Furion only has 1 point in Nature's Call, so there are not a lot of trains around.
No, they're just little meat shields. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Furion going top again because they think they can't push there. Shadow Shaman's back, and there's 3 now in the middle.
Yeah, it was a good defensive teleport. And they actually want a tower return. We see the blink going off. Or actually the blink was from the Radiant. Jeez, I gotta do that better. Harassment, Frost Nova from Crystal Maiden, who is actually now out of mana. Ooh, nice hook on the Enchantress and actually kills her straight away. Wards go off. Not in range of the tower. Not in range of the tower. Oh.
No, those wards are really
wasted. We hear Pudge doing a hook, but he's not getting anything.
Yeah, it was a blind hook, and yeah, he just hoped the Shadow Shaman would stick around his wards, but he didn't, and so wasted wards, and they can't push the.
They can't do anything.
No, they can't, and the Titan's waiting for the rune, but yeah, he's not in luck. That will spawn the top line there. Shake will get it.
Oh, there goes the teleport. Why? Why is he not picking it up right before him? The hook goes off on the Earthshaker, gets hit by the rot, and will he get away? He will. Last hit for the Shadow Shaman on the Pudge. He took a lot of damage from that Shadow Shaman Ether Shock. Panda is there, sorry. Yeah, he gets the kill on Furion. And with Panda, I do mean Storm Spirit. It just goes automatically.
Yeah. Once again, a nice turnaround for the Dire. The nice hook, but hey, they turned around and got one kill out of that.
Yeah. Well, it's still quite even kill-wise, tower-wise also actually. But if we look at the gold, it's not that even. There's a hook on Shadow Shaman, that goes to Fisher, nice Fisher. Shadow Shaman is still in trouble by the tower and right clicks from Furion, but he is probably gonna be able to get away, but barely. Hook goes still off, but he doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, and a great Fisher by the Shaker.
Yeah,
there. Very good.
It was perfectly angled.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely saved Shadow Shaman's life, and
they say, well, they're now even.
They're not even. We missed something.
Oh, did we do? No.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
no.
They're even because Shadow Shaman already saved Earthshaker's life earlier in the team fight, and now Earthshaker saves Shadow Shaman's life with a Fisher.
Oh, I thought you mean because the scores are even now.
Well, the gold is still 1.5 gain advantage to the Dire. But yeah, the kills are even. So it's Shackle Shot doesn't latch. Ooh, but Furion has teleported in and is actually teleporting straight out again. Good call, because otherwise that would have been, a kill on Furion.
Hooking the Storm Spirit on the top lane and
he got him.
Getting him up there.
Hooking Ultim, that was enough to get him down. That's quite nice.
And he also used the
dismember, but still. There's 4 of the Dire on the bottom lane, and they want this tower. This time the wards were actually placed near a tower, so that's progression for Bipip.
Yeah,
nice hook on the Earthshaker. This member is off cooldown already, and yeah, he just gets him wasn't much to do about that. Gush goes off on Enchantress, who still tries to get away. Pops her healing thingies. Hook on the Windrunner gets her killed. I wonder where Shadow Shaman is going, since he knows that the Radiants are so close by. Enchantress actually got away. Her healing spirits saved her. Teleport goes off on the Shadow Shaman, and he's able to get away with no casualties for the Radiant, and 2 kills for the Dire. Sorry, 2 kills on the Dire from the Radiant.
3
that
kills,
was
right? Yeah, I think it was 3 kills.
2.
Oh no, the Storm there on the top lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
But that was a good fight.
Yeah, great fight. And they did some damage to the tower, but not very much. And yeah, they saved the tower and they get 2 kills out of that. That's a great trade for them. Especially since they had the late game advantage with Mirana. I don't see any hero. There is no hero on the Dire who can carry them late game.
Storm Spirit if he gets enough farm, but he won't. He will be outcarried by the Mirana.
Definitely, yeah, he will. Mirana can get so much damage, and the Storm Spirit, he has a cap somewhere. He's strongest in the game when he can just jump around like a madman.
Smoke on the Radiant. They're waiting for someone. Oh, and they're gonna catch someone out. Shadow Shaman is on his way to the rune spot, and Windrunner is accompanying him. They don't see them, and there they go. Hook goes off, or will it? Hook goes off on Windrunner, gets to dismember, and doesn't get away. Storm Spirit gets the kill actually, or does he? No, he didn't. Storm Spirit gets a kill.
On the Windrunner.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden got killed by the Storm Spirit, who actually is gonna get a kill on Tidehunter. Also, in the meantime, we see Shadow Shaman killing off the Pudge with his Ether Shock, and Nature's Prophet is in trouble also, and he just right clicks him down, and that fight totally went in the direction of the Dire.
Yeah, and once again a great turnaround this time from the Dire. That's true. They lost 2 heroes there, the Shaker and the Windrunner, but
again, it's the same 2 heroes that died in the previous fight, by the way. But yeah, they killed off 4, so not bad.
No, not bad. And the Shaker now almost has his ultimate. It's lost just a little bit more experience before he hits level 6, and yeah, it will help them out greatly in their team fights.
Definitely.
But the problem for them now is they don't really have the advantage they need to, because considering their lineup, they need an advantage in the mid to early game.
And they need to be able to. They need to push some towers. That's where they should get the advantage. Some towers, some money.
Yeah, and they're not doing this right now. The towers are still even, and the middle tower is getting pushed right now.
Yeah, and none of the Dire are actually close, apart from well, actually the teleports come in. Earthshaker and Shadow Shaman are here, as is Enchantress. The hook goes off, but yeah, it was a blind hook, wasn't it, or did he see him actually?
I think he saw him walking in there, but yeah, he obviously can't see in the trees.
Yeah, okay. But
arrow goes off.
Ooh, arrow close, and that hook. Oh, nice blink from the Shadow Shaman. We should go over the items later, because I didn't know he had a blink there yet.
I think she just bought it right now. Yeah, he just bought it.
Okay. Here comes Tidehunter. Oh, I was gonna say he wants to do his ulti, but then Tidehunter has it on cooldown, so he doesn't really want to do that. Teleports go in from the Radiant on the bottom lane. Storm Spirit just killed off Nature's Prophet in the forest, and Crystal Maiden wanted to help out, but she was too late. But the kills are once again even. I have to say the gold graph is not, though. It's in favor of the Dire.
Yeah, still, but not by a huge amount. I mean,
the Crystal Maiden was caught out again, caught out as well, also by the Storm Spirit. 2 more teleports down to the bottom lane. But Storm Spirit teleported out easy. The wards go off for the Shadow Shaman in the middle lane, and they will get this tower without any.
Yeah, this time they will get the tower, and yeah, Storm Spirit doing a nice job. What he's supposed to do, just run around and kill stuff.
Yeah, catching them off one by one.
And that's what he's strongest at. And yeah, he has 1 quad stuff. He's obviously going for an Orchid. We have also Yasha on the Mirana.
There's
which
the
is
smoke.
Okay. Yeah. And the Shadow Shaman is going for BKB, I suppose, yes. So that's some of the more important items we have up on the
Shadow Shaman, but Shadow Shaman doesn't have any items yet that you can tell.
Yes, He has a club.
Oh,
Club
it's on its way in
the
the donkey. There we go. I was wondering, how do you know?
I can see the future.
Exciting.
Yeah, the second.
Oh, smoke got revealed in the enemy forest from the Dire. There's also a smoke on the Radiant though. They want to try to catch out some of the Dire, and they will actually if they can get into a. Oh, hook goes off. They know that they're there. Ooh, nice evasion from the arrow there by Shadow Shaman, who saw it coming just early enough. And Radiant has to back off because they're no longer in the advantage, and I don't know for sure if they can take a team fight. And I heard today that if you don't know for sure that if you can take a team fight, you should always try to avoid it because that's a safe thing to do.
Definitely. Yes.
We see Storm Spirit catching off the Nature's Prophet. Will be able to get it. Mirana's ulti goes off. But there is also Shadow Shaman making Fury into a chicken and just ether shocking him to death. Wow. Just caught out of position there.
Yeah, and the Shadow Shaman is rather close now to his Arcade. He has 2 Oblivion Stabs and 1,200 gold in the bank, so then he gets really scary for the Radiant because they don't have. Yeah, they're relying heavily on their spells right now.
Well, he bought another quarterstaff. I was gonna say he had agility shoes, but he already changed it again. There's something going on in the middle where Enchantress is just gonna kill off Crystal Maiden. Tide ulti went off. Hook back to Earthshaker. Shackle of didn't hit. Blech. Earthshaker is gonna go down. I mean Tidehunter. Wow. Confusion all around. There was a quite surprising team fight, and there is Storm Spirit again hitting on the Nature's Prophet, and this time he doesn't have the ulti to save him. Shackle Shot actually ledges to a tree, and Ether Shock once again from Shadow Shaman finishes off the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, that's true. But meanwhile, Mirana's pushing on the bottom tier 2 tower
with no resistance.
Yeah, they
don't seem to be want to go there.
And the tower is taking a huge damage. It's down to I don't know 1/5, 1/5 maybe.
Only now Enchantress is on her way to do something about that.
Yeah, so they got a good team fight in the middle lane, but yeah, for the coast of letting the Mirana free farm, they don't know if that's the right thing to do. She's getting close to, or not close, but she's still almost 2k off. But yeah, to the Montestel.
Yeah. The gold difference in favor of the Dire still, and now almost up to 5k.
Yep.
That's a big difference for the setup they have. They might actually put it off without a hard carry, even though they really have to push. They really have to push.
They have to push, and the Storm Spirit just has to get some more nice kills to maybe get a BKB to at least be useful for some more time.
Yeah. I have to feel sorry for the Nature's Prophet though. He already died 7 times.
Yeah, he's getting caught out way too often. He's not very careful, and Storm Spirit is just a great counter against him. So because he can just jump in, and knock him out very fast.
Yeah, I am surprised that Storm Spirit doesn't. Oh, sorry, Storm Spirit. I mean, Nature's Prophet doesn't have any assists. Like on kills.
That's really strange.
You'd expect him with his ulti that he'd have most assists of everybody.
The problem is that he's dying in almost every team fight at the first or the second guy. So, and he probably tries to use the. He dies very fast, and he probably also uses the ulti more to stop pushes or to push lanes rather than to use it in team fight because
or he just doesn't do it at all because he has it up now and he doesn't use it, and he should, because there's heroes in few, I believe, for them because they have vision on the up here for the Dire. Is this a team fight waiting to happen, or is this just you know?
It's a little bit
some
of a stalemate now.
off.
They're waiting. Yeah, they are waiting for a good hook from the punch, and I don't know. The Dire, they might want to take a team fight because they kind of have to. But yeah, for now the Mirana's just
without a Storm Spirit, I don't think they want to team fight without a Storm Spirit.
No, they don't. That's really the wise thing to do. But now Storm Spirit going up on the top lane, so he's just farming and farming. Got his Orchid up now, and yeah. But no.
There goes the hook off on Shadow Shaman and a dismember on Shadow Shaman, who's just gonna go down to Arrow of Mirana. Shackle shot on both Pudge and Tidehunter, which is very nice. Ulti on Tidehunter, and he wants to hit it off, but yeah, no, the Dire has gone too fast. Shadow Shaman, oh, never mind. Nice hook on Windrunner, who tries to get away with the Windrun, but again Mirana gets a kill with her Starstorm this time. Is it actually called Starstorm? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and once again, very nice from the Pudge.
Yeah, definitely. And they get the tower for it. But in the meantime, Storm Spirit is also pushing the tower, and it might actually get this one for himself, while the Radiants get the middle tower.
But he has to be careful, the Pudge is coming in. Okay, he hooks the creep, so he's completely fine now, but that was... Could have gone
worse.
Oh, yeah, could have went way worse there as well.
Yeah, that team fight was really good for Mirana, because she got 2 kills and the tower last hit. So that got her quite some farm. She has her Manta style finish now and still has 1k gold in the bank.
Yeah, and she might want to go for a little bit more durability now, because they have so much damage actually that they can. And
I think Storm Spirit not only can, but also wants to. And he might actually get her, pulls her back. Just auto attacks, and last right hit, right click, gets her. And he is still able to escape should someone try to gank him in return, which doesn't seem to be likely at the moment. And he just got brought his Ogre Club, so I guess he's going for BKB also.
Yeah, and that's a good choice, because Storm Spirit, if nobody can disable him, then he's just yeah, he can just jump around in the fight and not dealing his damage and not getting caught, because there are not so many disables on the Radiant side.
Yeah, the Radiant see now that the Dire is has 4 heroes in the middle, or sorry, near Roshan Pit. I wonder if they're doing this to bait, or if they actually want to go for him. They actually want to go for him.
Yeah, but
it was
definitely serious.
Yeah, they were there plenty well, long enough to know that they could have been spotted. Roshan is actually going down pretty fast though, and Storm Spirit is there with the empty inventory slot to get the Aegis, I believe.
And they have a lot of damage.
And Radiant Pudge didn't even try to hook someone out of it, which I'm kind of surprised about, because he could have done that. They could have at least gotten 1 kill out of that. To, you know, it's not even the score, but it's something.
Yeah, but they don't want to do that with not everybody being there, and Mirana was still fighting on the bottom line, and Furion was not there as well. So yeah, it's a bit risky, only with 3 heroes to go up against 5.
Yeah, well, Pudge and Tidehunter and Crystal Maiden and Nature's Prophet still want to get a kill. They're on the hunt and they're gonna go into the enemy's forest, but the Questionmark knows that they're there, so they're just gonna back off.
Yeah. Now back to farming. Furion is farming again. Mirana should be farming as well. No, they want to. I don't know what they are up to, because in the middle lane there is nothing left for them. They should probably try to push the top lane to get the last T1 tower. And yeah.
We see Pudge, by the way, almost having his pipe completed. I'm not sure what Tidehunter is going for, because he also has a cloak, but maybe he just wants it to help him take a bit more damage from Shadow Shaman, probably. Just for caution.
And Shadow Shaman has his BKB finished, so he's in a very good shape now. He can initiate with his Blink Dagger and the BKB.
Yep, there's a smoke on the Dire, and they wanna defend their tower, I believe. Oh, we see what is Shadow Shaman doing there?
I don't understand that at all.
There was a hook and a dismember, and yeah, BKB or not, there's gonna be a hook, and there is a Storm Spirit on the Mirana straight away. The hook goes up on Enchantress, gets her. Actually, the Mirana got her with the Starstorm, and Earthshaker is going in after. There's a bit of miscommunication on the Dire, I believe. The hook misses, which is actually a good thing for the Dire. Nice Shackle Shield latches Pudge to a tree, non-existent tree, should I add. Dismember goes up on the Storm Spirit, but yeah, he actually goes down. But oh, you also got the Windrunner in return. What?
Yeah, he took the Windrunner down with him.
Yeah.
And
I don't think this is a good fight for the Dire, but it's quite even, I have to say. I mean, did they get the Mirana? No, they didn't get the Mirana. Never mind, it
No,
was not even.
No, the Radiant won the fight. They just lost 2 heroes there for 3 heroes, and yeah, I think the Shadow Shaman made a huge mistake there by just teleporting in all on its own.
And
while his
Mirana
team
got
was,
got a couple of kills again.
Yeah, and this team was still being behind, so yeah, don't know. Very, very bad teleport there. And
Yeah,
now
surprising also.
Yeah, and now the tower is almost down. They just need to push a little bit more, and yeah, they'll get it.
Almost deniable.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was surprising. Well.
Yeah, and Mirana got a Lifter Hammer. It might be a BKB, it might also be a Desolator for more damage, but I like to see BKB.
I think it's gonna be a BKB.
Yeah.
Also because they have that Shadow Shaman and they just don't want to see her disabled.
Yeah.
Or
probably.
she doesn't want to see herself being disabled. Should say it like that. There's an invisibility rune on Crystal Maiden who's out on the hunt with the Tidehunter, it seems. And they want to go for the tower, obviously.
Yeah. But we should also mention the Earthshaker got his Link Dig up now, so...
Oh, finally.
He can initiate much better, and I think he got that because of the team fight on top, even though they didn't win, he survived it, and he might even have gotten a kill there.
Oh, there's the Panda, he finds the Radiant, and there's Shadow Shaman also, the wards go up, didn't hit the trap, Panda still, no, never mind, is gonna drop from the ulti of the Furion, and the Shadow Shaman also died, yeah.
Yep, the patch hooked him out there, and once again a very bad initiation by the...
Was it an initiation really? I mean, they didn't know that they were there, and I guess I just ran into them. They could have run though, they should have. Mirana gets the last hit on the tower also. She's enjoying her farm.
And they should have really not been there. I mean, the Radiant were all missing. They were all they were all there in the woods, and I don't know, you don't go to a lane where the tower is low anyway with 3 or 4 or 2 people. I don't know. No, it was very... Yeah. It cost them, and now it will cost them even more because they will lose the tier 2 tower as well.
They will indeed. Windrunner is on the bottom lane just farming, not doing anything. She does have a teleport though, just in case, I guess. But doesn't use it.
The Windrunner is now going for a mechanism.
Oh, and there's the Furion teleport into the Windrunner. She's gonna be able to... she's not gonna get out of that. Right click down by the Nature's Prophet and Mirana. Mirana is quite powerful at the moment. Almost has a BKB up, actually. She's able to get that BKB right now.
If she wants... No. Oh yeah, she is. That's true. I didn't see the... Why did she get the Ogre Club so fast in? Okay.
Well, she got the tower earlier also. The tower on top.
That's true. That's true, yeah. So that's some additional gold for her. Yeah. And that's now it begins to be very problematic for the Dire, because now they can't push that hard anymore. Mirana's getting really strong, really good items up with the BKB. She's almost immune to almost everything the Dire can throw at her.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting really hard for the Dire. They have to do something about it, and I don't really know what they can do. Shaker has to get off some amazing ultimates to win those team fights, but that I don't know if even that will win them fights anymore.
It will all depend on because those initiation of the previous team fights, you know, not really team fights, but the previous fights, yeah, they were just not very solid. And if they manage to get that off right, and maybe have you know, an advantage in the fight, like having already picked off someone earlier, well, Storm Spirit should have already picked up someone earlier, then yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, but it will be very hard for them, especially with the patch. So yeah, we'll just have to see. They have to get a great initiation, because as soon as the pipe is up, the Shaker ulti is almost worthless. So yeah.
I don't know where Potch is going, but there's a team fight waiting to happen on in the enemy forest. There's the initiation of the Panda, who gets ultied from the Titan. He has a BKB. Why didn't he use his BKB? Nice shackle shot on the Mirana, who gets killed off, I think, or never mind, who doesn't get killed off. Root trap on the Pudge, who is not able to get away, but does get a hook off on the Shadow Shaman and still gets killed off by the Fisher from Earthshaker. Chicken making on Tidehunter, and the Dire has to retreat, even though they only got 1 kill out of that. But yeah, they can't really do anything anymore. And who am I missing? Oh, Enchantress is there also. Never mind. That was such a weird initiation from Storm Spirit. I mean, he has that BKB. Why didn't he use it before he went in?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he thought the Tidehunter would be all alone there, but they actually saw the Mirana. So I don't know. It was very strange, that's true. And also, the Tidehunter wasted his ulti there. He just used it on the Storm Spirit, but so did the Earthshaker. He only used his ulti on the Mirana, so two very strange. Yeah.
And what's the Shadow Shaman? What does he want to do? They know that there's Crystal Maiden. They want to. Oh, never mind. There's the blink, and the power shot goes through and kills her off. Yeah. And I just. Well, I was gonna say to viewers, but the viewers don't really see me at the moment because I have a black screen apparently.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's a problem that we seem to have with Owned more. I just have to restart the stream, and it will be fixed. Okay. I won't do it now though, because that wouldn't be nice. Or I can try.
Well, if I can't see anything. Anyway, we have finally, not finally, we have a cheap stick up on the Furin by now, and a mechanism as well, so he's got quite some nice items for this one already.
Yep.
And other than that, mechanism on the Windrunner as well, but yeah, other than that, there's not so much more progression to see here. Mirana's almost sitting on 2k gold, so...
What I find nice to see is that all of the Radiants have a teleport scroll in their bags. But only the Shadow Shaman of the Dire has that.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, there goes the hook. Oh, never mind. Didn't hook anything. I thought it might.
And they might think about Roshan again,
but I don't think they should now. Because this time the Dire can take Tifa. There goes the smoke on the Dire, and they're gonna go in. And there is a sentry ward, so they will see them. Never mind.
It's, yeah.
Never mind. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Oh, look at the arrow on the map. That's where they're gonna go. I wonder if Roshan will be dead by the time that they get there. He might. Actually, no, he might not. They're faster than I think.
Yeah, and
Smoke is still up. They catch out the Earthshaker, and there comes the Earthshaker, and he just dies instantly. Shadow Panda teleports in, but does have the BKB this time, so we'll be able to try something. But still takes a lot of damage. I don't really know from what, but he's still going down Mirana. That's a lot of damage source. And not a good team fight for the Dire. Once again, the hook goes off on the Shadow Shaman, and yeah, Shackle Shot still goes off. And Enchantress dies, and there was the ultra kill from Mirana on Enchantress. Yeah.
And that's 3k gold.
Yeah, and probably a barracks on the top lane.
No, they will. Yeah, maybe as well. They also will go for Roshan, so that will definitely be an Aegis, most likely for the Mirana.
Yeah, well, and then yeah, maybe probably not a barracks, but not even a tower. Never mind.
Yeah, but the towers took some heavy damage already, so it was definitely worth it for them. They got the team fight, they get the Aegis, and now, yeah, now it got really hard for the Dire. I don't know. I don't see them winning this anymore. They didn't use their heroes or their lineup as good as they could have in the mid game or in the early to mid game, and now that it gets a little bit later, the later it gets, the harder it will get for them.
Definitely.
Did the Mirana buy something? No, she didn't buy something yet. She's still sitting on almost 4k gold, so yeah. I wonder what she might go for next. Maybe a butterfly. Maybe some other... She should definitely go for a damage item in my opinion. Butterfly, maybe an MKB against the Windrunner, so she can't escape with the Windrunner anymore. But We'll see.
Yeah. Ooh. There was nothing there. Never mind. I think actually that the Radiant are ready to push for a tower. For
Even
barracks.
from the base, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm.
Yeah, definitely. They have the damage. They have.
Especially if this is gonna turn out into a team fight, or you see the Dire smoking up and probably gonna try to gank Mirana. But if this is gonna turn out to a team fight and they lose it, then that's gonna be barracks at least. Although it's still 1 versus 5. The rest of the Radiants aren't really close. Chicken goes off on Mirana. Mirana's getting caught out. The stun goes off, and yeah, she's just. Well, that was the Aegis.
There, but she will probably.
BKB instantly and leaps out and ulties, and she will get away. Oh, sentry ward goes up, but yeah, that doesn't do anything. She's just too fast after that leap. Very nicely, Mirana. Even though it was expected. At least they got the Aegis.
Yeah.
And now that Furia knows that they're all in the enemy forest, he's gonna try to push in. But there were already some teleports back from the Dire to defend.
Yeah, they might even think about going for him, but yeah, he sees that coming and he will be out of there in 2 seconds. His teleport is ready now, so yeah.
Yep.
He gets out and farms some ancients.
Indeed.
So what do we have on the? Oh yeah, the Mirana goes for BKB. She has 2 Jawlons now. Also we see a plate mail coming in, probably for the patch.
You mean MKB, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, excuse me, an MKB.
I was thinking another one. What?
Oh yeah. And yeah, oh no, the plate mail is for the Titan, so he might either go from the Assault Cuirass or a Shiva's Guard. Probably the latter. And they seem to prepare to push the bottom lane, but
Definitely. Furion is well, or they're gonna use that as a distraction as Furion pushes in the top lane and gets the tower and perhaps even a barracks.
yeah, nice split push there, but no, Furion, he's probably okay. He's using his ulti and continue pushing. So
Oh, nice Hooker Shadow Shaman who gets dismembered and might not survive that, and he doesn't indeed. Nice shackle shot on the punch to the tree, but that's not gonna kill it. Tidehunter's ultimate goes off. Earthshaker's ultimate goes off, but doesn't hit anything. Mirana kills off Enchantress. And Storm Spirit is cut out and might actually... No! Never mind. Mirana also gets Storm Spirit, which is a very nice double kill. Arrow hits on Windrunner, right click for the last hit on Windrunner, and that's all 5 dead for the Radiant. For the Dire. GG is called. There we go.
yeah, open GG. Very nice use of the pipe there that absorbed all the damage from Earthshaker.
Yeah, look at the HP of the Radiant. Only Mirana is a little bit low, but yeah, what does she care? She just kills stuff before they kill them. It works.
Yeah, nice play there, and yeah, she has insane damage right now.
Yeah.
Very fast, very yeah. Nothing the Radiant could do there, the Dire could do there anymore. Well, except if she's suiciding like right now, but yeah, doesn't matter. CPG's called, and only Earthshaker remains in the game for now.
Oh.
Yeah, and that is the first game. It goes to the guys from I don't remember the name.
Right mouse button.
Oh yeah.
Right mouse button is
They take the.
They take the win
game.
over Questionmark, indeed.
And yeah, we're just waiting for the throne to go down, which should happen now any second.
Yep.
Yeah, and there we go.
Indeed. Just waiting for the last screen now. We see Patch doing weird stuff because he gets his rod on and off. Nice.